This morning, a few kids got zapped by their dad's shrink machine and shrunk down like thousands of times smaller. But their dad? Totally clueless. He even threw them out with the trash. The four of them crawled out of a trash bag, staring at the backyard, familiar but now massive. Their tiny adventure had just begun. Suddenly, this loud rumble hit from above. They freaked out and ducked under a giant radish. When they finally looked up, that scary noise? Just a butterfly flapping its wings. Using the butterfly for scale, Carl did the math. They were only 0.83 centimeters tall. Walking home across the yard would take, like, 3 years. That news? Total mental breakdown. So how were they supposed to get back? They kept walking and thinking, until they reached what looked like a river. Jack was like, "Why is there a river on the lawn?" Mike shook his head. "That's not a river, that's dog pee." And the moment someone said dog, Carl had a genius idea. They climbed a grass vine and whistled for the dog, hoping the pup would come save them. And no joke, the dog actually heard the whistle. It sprinted out of the house like a rocket, but halfway there, it got blocked by a mean cat. Terrified, it ran straight back inside. To make it worse, the vine they were on started wobbling. Carl lost his grip and fell right into a flower. But it got even crazier. A bee flew by at the exact moment, snatched Carl and Mike and lifted them into the sky. The bee dragged them, zipping all over the backyard. They were completely out of control. Carl's dad saw the bee buzzing in, grabbed a bat and swung at it instinctively. Carl was yelling like crazy for help, but at that size, his voice was nothing. Luckily, the bee finally dropped them back in the grass. Still alive, for now. Meanwhile, Dad found a shrunken couch in the lab. That's when it hit him. He shrunk the kids. He strapped on stilts and binoculars, and started scanning the lawn like a detective. But while he was searching, one of his stilts hit the sprinkler, and boom, sprinklers turned on. Water drops hit like missiles. The kids ran for their lives. Good thing Dad reacted fast. He shut the valve and saved them just in time. But after all that, the kids were starving, exhausted, and totally wiped out.